everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Two Man Podcast. I'm here as always with my lovely friend and co-host Carl Mattioli. Carl, how you doing?
Fantastic, Tyler. Happy to be here, man. Happy to be here.
Yeah, we have a great episode, a lot of good sports news, a lot of good just news going on, some fun segments that me and Carl don't know what the other one want to talk about at the beginning. So Carl, you want to kind of let the people know what they're in store for in this episode?
Yeah, man. So at first we got the two-man, two thoughts. So I'm going to give something to Tyler that he doesn't know yet about what I'm going to ask him. And then he's going to also ask me too, which is funny. We did not plan this, but we were both wanted to get our live reactions. Then we had a pretty crazy week in the sports world, which is going to pretty much take over this whole podcast today. So if you don't like sports, sorry, not actually sorry. So here we go. We're going to talk a little bit of playoff football. We're going to talk about the alleged not catch interception in the Bills-Broncos game.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about the Giants getting probably the hot coach on the market in John Harbaugh. And then we're going to talk a little Mets offseason.
Mm-hmm.
And then who got into the Hall of Fame? An ex-Met? Is he going to go in as a Met? And then we're going to touch on the Doomsday theories going around after all the trailers came out. The Russo brothers had a very vague post that they then took off Instagram right after. So we're going to touch upon that. And then after that, we have Tyler and I, whenever we really don't know what game to kind of like lead you with, we kind of go with our good old-fashioned start, bench, cut. Start, bench, cut.
Cut, yep.
And
Tongue twister.
Yeah, that was almost really bad. So start, bench, cut. And I got 3 really good oons for Tyler. I think Tyler said he's got 3 really good ones for me. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Thank you for that lovely intro. So, Carl, you want to kick off with your two-man, two thought? I'm interested to see what you have here.
So I'm very happy because if you guys didn't know, Tyler is probably one of the only people that I know that is an expert about this topic. So, Tyler, just recently, a celebrity has come out of silence and has announced his residency at MSG, Harry Styles.
Okay.
I want to get all your thoughts and under how many times do you think you're going to go to the residency tour at MSG? I'm saying at least twice, or over two times.
It's so tough.
So you might go 3.
Yeah, because obviously, like, it's so close to confirmed. It's like 90% confirmed. It hasn't been confirmed by the man himself yet because he just announced his album. He's releasing a single Friday. He's got a tour planned for this year, but obviously there's a big gap at MSG later in the year. So all the signs are there for him to have his residency. Over under, you think I go at least twice? I don't know.
At least twice.
We'll have to see.
Over twice. The line is at 2.5.
I think we have the wrong Harry Styles fan on this episode because if it's Taylor, it's over under 10. Because let me tell you, as soon as he started hinting at albums and residencies or even just a tour, I mean, she said there is no limit of how many times and how much I give, because it's funny because I sometimes forget how obviously big of a fan of Harry Styles she is. So as things were dropping, I would like send her tweets or Instagram things. She's like, especially like when he announced album March 6th, you can pre-order it here for a better chance of tickets. Here's some merch. I sent her this. She's like, oh, you see this? She's like, yeah, I bought a shirt and the CD already. It's coming. And I was like, yeah, I should have realized that. So,
dude, that's her Roman Empire.
It really is. And
you think about like sports like all day, 24/7, but like her, it's just Harry Styles.
Exactly. And it's not even like one of those things that she forced me into. Like I really truly do like his music.
Yeah.
And his shows are good to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think his shows are actually a really fun time. I know once the tour officially drops, she'll be all over the Ticketmaster war trying to fight millions of other girls and boyfriends, fiancés, and parents trying to get those tickets.
I feel bad for those people, man. Taylor's gonna go right at them.
Oh my God, I know. And it's so funny too, because it's like in the middle of a work day usually. She's like, I'll take off work if I have to. I'll do whatever I have to. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, it's really it's an exciting time to see Harry Styles back. I'm excited to hear his song, but Me and Taylor talked about it recently. I think his last tour, I mean, it was one of those like extended tours that lasted like a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
I think I saw him 3 times. So
Wow.
yeah, I'm close to a fan. I'm close to a real time fan.
So I was right. 3. You saw him 3
it
times.
could be. It could. I don't think I will. If it's just MSG, I'll be lucky with 1. I don't know. I got a lot of things going on this year that I don't know if I have it in me to go as much as I would love to. We'll see. Yeah.
You might have to.
Yeah.
You might have to.
That's funny. And it kind of starts with Harry Styles' announcement, but actually doesn't even start with him. This year of music could be one of the best years of music in a long time.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, I just think pop culture-wise, I think this fucking year's going crazy.
Yeah, like just hearing all the rumors and all the like announcements, like Harry Styles, Bruno Mars coming out after however many years with an album.
I want to go see that concert, bro.
Exactly.
He's doing like he's doing MetLife, I think. 6 straight nights, something crazy like that.
It's possible. I know his concerts used to have this rule. I doubt at stadiums it's as easy, but you used to have to give your phone to the front, and you couldn't bring your phone into his concert. I don't know if it was every concert, but I knew there was like exclusive concerts where it was like a decent sized venue, and it was like you can't bring your phone in because he doesn't want anyone to see clips of it online. He's like, come to my show.
That's
like I don't want you to see it, which is smart.
Yeah.
But I know like Bruno Mars, Drake has his rumored album, biasly Quavo's talking about an album. Who knows if Travis Scott drops an album? Even just like I think
Travis, I think is probably the least likely. I mean, he came out with one so long ago now.
There's even rumors of Hannah Montana coming and doing a one-night show.
I saw that.
Yeah,
that is the most intriguing to me.
Yeah,
I think I'll drop a bag on that. Like,
yeah,
I would go to that.
I think the rumors is like one night at MSG.
One night only at MSG is the rumors. But then I saw somebody saying that it's like rumors, one night only at MSG. And then it probably won't stop at MSG. Like she'll probably do maybe like a Chicago. She'll do an LA.
Yeah.
She'll do a one night, but it's only going to be one night only everywhere. Dude, the amount of money that people will make.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's so smart for people who like kind of haven't released music or done anything to celebrate an anniversary because this is the year to do it.
I mean, Big Time Rush, bro. Like, I feel like they are the biggest like examples of this. They weren't huge when the show went out, but they like went off a nostalgia beat, and they're selling out arenas.
Yeah, no, they are. They
weren't like a popular like band. They were like a band that was a TV show that all these people used to watch as kids.
True. Yeah,
it's crazy to me.
Yeah. There's so many I can't even think of off the top of my head, but every time I see, like, I open my phone, it's like this person's hinting at returning. This person is dropping an album. There's even people that like I'm not even too interested in, but I know there's such a fan base for them. Like I think Frank Ocean's one of them.
Yeah.
I think ASAP Rocky just released or announced a tour album soon. Again, not huge fans, but I know there's such a following for these people who haven't released music in a while. So not only is this, like you said, pop culture, music, movies. All these things this year
going crazy this year. Pop culture going nuts. I mean, I even saw like I think Post Malone says he has 2 albums ready to release. That's like one of our favorite guys.
Yep.
If not our favorite. I know a couple of like country stars have albums coming out. Megan Maroney, Ella Langley has one ready to go. She's waiting on.
Yeah. I think Luke Combs might have one.
Oh yeah, Luke Combs that's the biggest one coming out in March.
Yep.
Like that's gonna be sick.
Yep.
I mean, even the songs he's already released. He's released like 6 songs off the album already, and they're all bangers.
Yeah. No, he's great. He's awesome.
Yeah, and so it should be really good for music. That's a really good poll, man. I honestly haven't even thought about that.
Yeah, and it's funny you bring this up because it kind of leads into my little 2-man 2 thought.
Fire.
I'm sure you've been on social media a lot, but have you seen kind of everyone talking about, or just posting pictures or bringing up like 2016, just a year?
Yes.
Yeah, like everyone posting pictures from 2016 or trends going on in 2016 and all these things, like everyone turning back the clock. Isn't it so interesting?
So interesting. I love seeing like people, like especially celebrities, like photos of like what they looked like in 2016.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
And like, especially the funniest one I thought was like seeing the Stranger Things cast like in
Yeah,
2016,
yeah.
because it's like they literally were children. Now they're grown adults. Like, I mean, like we saw that like happening. It was kind of a thing like when they were promoting Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But like even with like other like actors and just people in general, like our friends, I'm like, wow, that's what we looked like in 2016. Like that's
I
crazy.
know. It's so interesting. And it prompted me to look up some of the pop culture trends of
Okay.
2016
All
and
right.
just the sports winners, movies that released, shows, music, all this stuff. You know, we could have this argument another time. I know we talked about it, but 2016 could be one of the best years ever.
2016 is up there. Up there.
So let me just run you through a few things real quick of things that came out in 2016. Starting with one of the best trends ever was Pokemon Go released that year. So
that was the best 4 months of my life.
Yeah, so just remember how exciting it was to get together with your friends, a Blastoise
Dude,
or a
going
rare
to
Pokemon was nearby,
bro, and like literally walking the streets.
Yeah,
dude, I remember like there was women like getting casual dinner out in Patchogue, being like, "What the fuck? Why are there so many kids walking around?"
Yeah, literally, why are there 25 kids walking and now running to a spot and now standing there swiping at their phone? And it was such heartbreak too, like when your friend got it and you didn't because it wasn't a guaranteed catch. Really just disappointing.
Heartbreak, man. Heartbreak.
Yeah. So Pokemon Go, probably one of the coolest trends. Stranger Things did release, so that was very one of the top shows released in 2016. Leonardo DiCaprio won his first ever Oscar after having so many roles,
which is wild. And like it's crazy too because like that when that happened, everybody was like so crazy about it because it took him forever to get one.
He had like so many roles, which was crazy. For the sports winners of the four major sports, the Cubs won the World Series.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The Broncos won Super Bowl 50. The Cavaliers came back from down 3-1 to the Warriors, and then the Penguins won the Cup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, which is just insane. And then some top albums. Beyonce dropped Lemonade. Frank Ocean dropped Blonde. Drake dropped Views. So it was like Hotline Bling and stuff,
wild.
which is nuts.
That's wild.
The movies,
was such a good album.
The movies you're going to be maybe feel old about because now they're turning 10 years old.
Oh my God.
Definitely the biggest one, Civil War. Captain America.
I watched that movie like all the time on rewatch. Like
I know, and that crazy. Movie dropped 2016. Rogue One came out for Star Wars. Deadpool released. Doctor Strange released. X-Men Apocalypse. Batman vs Superman. Dawn of Justice. Isn't that insane how many top movies released? And that's just ones we like. I remember Finding Dory was there, Moana, like other
Finding
Disney
Dory,
movies.
What? Finding Dory was 2016.
2016.
You're
and also,
lying. That didn't come out 2 years ago. What?
You're right. Isn't that nuts? And then Game of Thrones season 6 came out in 2016.
Battle of the Bastards,
Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah.
Look at you.
My God,
I wrote it down. Battle of the Bastards. And I had to look it up. I think it was Winters of Winterfell. Sounds dumb. It was the episode also when Daenerys finally is coming to like Westeros and stuff, which is
that was such peak, bro.
I know.
Give me that shit.
I know. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, well, now I see why everyone's turning it back to 2016 because of just all the trends, the shows, the movies. I mean, I could go on, but 2016 was a top year for sure.
We definitely have to put it up between 2012 because 2012, in my opinion, is the greatest year on the history of the planet.
Yeah.
And we have to put it up against 2016 because I think that'd be a good one.
Definitely it's funny you mentioned 2012 because obviously 2016 tragedies, political stuff happened. We're not getting into that here. We don't need to. 2012 ended the world, but again, it was like a big year.
Big year.
2018 could go up there just music wise. Yeah. I honestly would love to have that argument. We can put it up with 2012 maybe next episode.
Next episode we might have to do that.
Yeah.
2012 compared to 2016.
Yeah, it's been so funny, like you said, even celebrities getting in on the trend, like posting old pictures of themselves like 10 years ago, and it's just like, wow, like this was so big at the time, and now it's like I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah. That's the end of our two-man, two-thought discussion. So Tyler, let's talk about. Let's transition a little bit into our football this weekend. The football playoffs have been absolutely amazing. Every game, it seems like, has been so close. This weekend was a little bit different with one game, but still, the other three games I thought were really, really close.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your outlook, or I guess your opinion, on how it all shook out this weekend?
Yeah, not really too many surprises in my eyes. I mean, I guess the only surprise would be how much the 49ers lost by, but I think their
Yeah,
injuries.
I was kind of like shook by that. I thought they at least would have given a little bit more of a fight.
Yeah, like I know the Seahawks are kind of a juggernaut right now, but I think the 49ers just got too battered by injuries. I mean, it seems like
Yeah,
every week, 2 to 3 guys are tearing ACLs, Achilles, are having these terrible injuries that are pushing them out for the season. I mean, that's been their theme all year. So,
yeah,
that would be my biggest takeaway, I guess. But obviously, I think the game that most of America was tuned in on was Broncos Bills,
yeah,
which was one of the games of the week, and if not the game of the weekend.
yeah. That game was sick. I mean, even even with the crazy controversial call that we'll talk about. I mean, just the fact that Josh Allen probably had one of the worst games of his career,
Yeah.
and the defense kept him in it. And
Yeah.
they had both teams had chances to win before OT,
Yeah.
and it was truly a crazy game.
Yeah,
Crazy game.
I was, out to dinner. We kind of talked about this a little before the episode, but I was out to dinner, kind of looking at my phone because me and Taylor were so curious about the score. So
Yeah,
I didn't get to watch like the first 3 quarters. But we got to catch the end of the fourth and overtime at a bar nearby. And, everyone in the bar was cheering for the Bills. A lot of them weren't even
yeah,
Bills fans. Guys around me, I was talking to them. One guy was a Giants fan, one guy was a Jets fan. But New York, everyone just loves Josh Allen. They want to
yeah,
see
man.
him win. So it was so funny because, we're all cheering when we think, the field goal, they get the catch in field goal range in overtime. He stands up, it's an interception. We're all sad. And obviously it was deflating. But, since I didn't catch the beginning of the game, but a statistic popped up and it said 5 turnovers for the Bills. I went,
Yeah,
5 turnovers? I said, how are they even in this game? I said, who turned the ball over 5 times? And then I looked, I saw Josh Allen had like 4 of them. I was like, oh,
yeah. I think it
yikes.
was like 3 interceptions and like
Yeah.
one fumble, something
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like I know Cook had a fumble too, but I looked, I went,
Yeah,
ooh, so maybe that play wasn't the only reason they lost. Like they
yeah.
lost because of it, but not because of it. Like it's
I
hard to
mean,
explain.
what's crazy is we've been like kind of going back and forth about this whole scenario in
Yeah.
general. Was that I thought it was a catch.
Yeah.
He was down by contact,
Yep.
but they said that it wasn't a catch, or no, that it was a catch, but they had simultaneous possession,
Yeah, which I just
which I
don't.
disagree with.
Yeah, I disagree with also.
But then the crazy thing is that they didn't review it. Like it didn't go to New York, and they didn't review the play.
Yeah, I meant to look that up because I couldn't really hear because I was at the bar. But did they explain? Could they not review that in overtime? Like,
No, they
what's
could, because all plays are all
review?
turnovers are supposed to be reviewed.
Yeah, because
But they
I
reviewed,
remember.
instead of sending it to New York, they reviewed it just there themselves. Like they didn't send it to the New York people.
Yeah, because I literally felt like such an idiot at the bar because I was like, oh, they'll review that. Like, that's a catch. Because they showed in the slow
Yeah,
motion, Cooks goes to the ground, grabs it, knee down, then it gets ripped out. So I was like, oh, they'll review that. And all of a sudden, like, the Broncos ran, like, were running a play and there was no review. And I went, wait, what? I was like, that's actually an interception. And, seeing it in slow motion, seeing a pick, but like, it was just one of those plays where I think it was just whatever they called on the field was going to stand, even though it wasn't the right
yeah.
call. Because it was just not enough to call it a catch, but it wasn't enough to call it an interception. Just whatever they called on the field.
That's where the controversy kind of comes in, though. Is like it was like annoying, is because so many people, it feels like, wanted the Bills to win, but it's like it's just like that call really just was like, yep, Broncos are going to make it to the make it to the next game.
Yeah.
It was like weird. It's like they didn't want like the Bills to succeed. It's like, why don't you send that to New York and make New York make the decision? You do that for all this other like little like nitpicky plays. Like just have New York make the decision.
I know.
Like it shouldn't be put into the hands of the guys watching in real time.
Yeah,
That's
and
hard. It's a hard thing to do.
it is, and what made it worse at first too was like obviously that ball was caught in like their own 13-yard line, so they still had to drive into field goal range. But there was like 2 pass interference calls at the end too. That was like, put them right into field goal range.
Yeah.
And that's game. This game's over. And it's like,
I thought one was like definitely a pass interference. I think the second one, not the first one though. I didn't think the first one was, and that was the killer. That was the it was like 3rd and 9, and they called the pass interference. It would have been 4th down. They would have had the punt, or at least they would have had to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, so that's what made it worse. And I think the thing that made it the worst after is that, news comes out that Bo Nix fractured his ankle.
Yeah, that's what's so rough about it, bro.
And now they're starting Jarrett Stidham, who has like 5. This will be his 5th career start, first in the playoffs. He hasn't thrown a football in like 700 days or something crazy like that.
I saw something crazy like that. He hasn't thrown a football in an NFL game in 700 days.
Yes. That's what, And it's just like, I mean, I hate the Patriots because they have an easier way to the Super Bowl now. It's sad because it's like I would have loved to see Bills Patriots again.
Yeah. I mean, 2 things on that is, one, just what you talked about the Patriots was, I did see something that was really funny, was that the same thing happened like years ago when the Eagles backup had to come in, like Nick Folks had to come in and play the Patriots, like the Eagles.
Oh yeah.
And so they're like, the Patriots kind of have a thing with like playing against backup quarterbacks.
True.
So who knows? This might actually end up working out in the Broncos' favor, which I thought was like a funny little thing.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that like comparing Nick Foles and then comparing, Jarrett Stidham, like obviously 2 different quarterbacks. Like Foles ended up being a starter in the league for a good long time before and after that transition. Then, vice versa. I think that basically, what was I going to say? What was my other one? I keep lagging, so it's fucking me up today. That's fucking bullshit. I forgot where I was going with this, but I'm sorry, 2-man podcast world, but I can't believe that. Oh, the Patriots, with the. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, you go. You pick up on my thought. I'll think about it again.
Gotcha. But bullshit. It's just just a weird weekend, and obviously one of the best games too was Rams and Bears. I mean,
so good.
That throw that Caleb Williams had at the end of the game was probably one of the craziest throws to tie the game I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, I don't know how he was open in the end zone. That was nuts.
That's what's crazy too, is obviously he ran 15 yards the wrong way, throws up what I thought was a prayer, and then to see the defender falling forward and that guy being so wide open is what's so crazy. Like, do you think that defender thought they're going to sack him, or no way this ball has any chance of coming back here because he's so far back? Because it looked like he gave up. It was weird.
It looked like he gave up. He was just like, oh, this ball is not going anywhere. And then it just lands in Cole Kmet's hands. Yeah. Sick.
Wide open Cole Kmet's hands.
I was sick. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I really was rooting for the Rams. Once the Bills went out, like the Rams are the team I kind of want to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I want your prediction to end up going well, because my prediction's already out the window. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah. No, I know, because what's so great about watching all these games too is when your team's not in it, is when the only team I don't like is the Patriots. So I like every other team. So it's so nice watching these games and them being good that it's like, I don't care who wins. Like, sure, I was rooting for the Rams a little bit more, but once the Bears tied it, I was like, go Bears, go Rams, whoever.
Go Bears. Yeah.
Like when Caleb Williams threw that pick, like I actually felt bad. I was like, oh no. Because like now that throw is going to be kind of forgotten, because it's like, oh cool, you tied the game. Did you win the game? Nope. So yeah, it was a good weekend, and kind of going back to that catch too with the Rams Bears game is, literally a day later, a similar play happens. Devontae Adams catches one over the middle, kind of gets picked off as he goes to the ground, but they call that one a catch. And it's like, what's the odds of you have a very controversial call the day before and it happens in the very next day? Like, I don't think I've ever seen that play really. And then it was big again the next day. Yeah.
Twice in the span of 2 games. In the span of 2 games. Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. That play was just nuts. I mean, I think it was crazy too. Is you see Joe Burrow? He came out and he tweeted that
Oh
they
yeah,
got both plays right. I'm
yeah,
like, dude, this guy's literally just out here just trying to like mock all of us. Like,
yeah. He has to
obviously
be.
that first one wasn't a catch. Like, if you're gonna say they were the same play, they were
Yeah,
the same.
no, they really were. So for him to say that, he was just trying to.
If
I mean,
anything, in my opinion, I think the first catch on the Broncos Bills game was more of a catch than the Devontae Adams catch.
yeah, literally, Devontae Adams like was barely on the ground.
Yeah,
So
crazy.
yeah, it was kind of
Oh,
crazy
I remembered what I wanted to say too, by the way.
about the
Um,
Patriots.
yeah, so Bo Nix breaks his fucking foot and he has a chance to go to the Super Bowl. You're telling me you're not fucking taping that shit up and playing? That's some
Yeah,
bullshit. That's
it's
some bullshit.
it's a good point because especially because Sean Payton said it was like on the second to last play of the
Yeah,
game. You see the play, like nothing crazy happens. He's able to take the victory formation kneel.
coordination. Yep.
He's able to walk around the field with barely a limp. Sure, adrenaline can be running high, but there's got to be something you can do for that.
There's gotta be something, dude. I
Yeah,
don't give a fuck. You give me morphine or whatever. I was talking about this at work with somebody. They're like, oh, they have like this thing called Toro. It's like basically like
but
morphine,
yeah,
but it's not as strong. And you
yeah,
won't like literally wrap up my foot, give me Toro before the game.
yep,
I don't care. I'm running on that thing.
yep,
I don't like. It's already broken.
yeah,
Like, what's the worst that could happen? They're gonna amputate my foot.
yeah.
Cool.
True.
I get
Well,
a robot foot now.
well, I've seen. I mean, obviously, it's a little less drastic, but I've seen guys who like will fracture their finger. It
Yeah.
was, and they would cut off the top of their finger in the for a football game. I think it happened like twice, but it's like they fractured their finger, and I think it was something like you can't play with this, and they were like, well, "What if I cut the tip off of my finger?" And they were like, "I mean, yeah, we could do that." And I think they amputated the tip of their finger. So it's
That's
like
sick.
I know,
That's fucking
which is
baller,
fire,
bro.
but
That's baller.
it's so crazy too, because like, listen, Stidham probably that game. It's just I it could have been such a better game with Bo Nix, and now it's like I almost rather you call up Phil Rivers, Drew Brees, even get Tom Brady in there
Have
for
you
a
seen?
game.
Yeah, that's so funny, man. That's so funny. I don't know who. I said Peyton Manning. I said
Peyton
he's a
Manning be a good
Bronco.
one. Peyton Manning, that would make sense for the Broncos. Drew Brees, little Sean Payton, Drew Brees one more time.
Yeah,
But the problem is it would have to be for 2 games because obviously if you win,
you got to go to the Super Bowl.
yeah, and then it's real tough because then you got to
Yeah,
play
so it's got to be a guy who hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. How about the Steelers cut Aaron Rodgers? I mean, he's won a Super Bowl, but how
Yeah,
about
he
the
has.
Steelers cut Aaron Rodgers? He's been playing,
Yeah,
and they pick him up.
true. Or we could have a big redemption tour for Mark Sanchez. Because
Nah, fucking just put Pat McAfee in there, man. Let him
Pat
just start
McAfee
throwing
might be
bombs.
good too. Stidham, I don't think is going to surprise us. I think
If he
that
can
game's going to be
fight
very
in the
boring.
WWE, he can throw in the NFL.
Yeah, it's just not fair for the Patriots. They should have been bad for longer, and they're literally going to be back in the Super Bowl.
I mean, like I said, bro, fucking Bo Nix should be fucking playing. Me and my dad were watching the game,
Mhm,
and my dad's like, if that was you out there,
mhm.
like I would get you on the phone and I would say, you're playing that game. You have a chance to win a Super Bowl. I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck what they got to do to your foot. Wrap it up, fucking rub some dirt on it, and go out there and play.
yeah. I know. It's really just insane. It's sad.
My
It's
mom
sad.
was like, are you guys fucking kidding me right now? I was like, no, mom. Like, he would tell me to do it, and like I would be like, yeah.
Yeah, you got to wrap it up somehow. I've seen
Wrap it up.
guys. I've seen videos with lacrosse players playing with torn hamstrings. They just tape it up. Just tape it up.
Tape it
And
up.
then, like you said, take Toro. I think I've heard of
Toro,
it.
yeah.
Whatever it is, just to numb the pain. I know it's
I don't care.
it's a
Fucking
shame.
get me high on morphine. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm in there fucking throwing dots to fucking to Sutton. I don't
yeah,
give a I don't
absolutely.
give a
Just
shit.
hand it off. Really focus on the run
give
game.
it to RJ
You have a good
Harvey. Yeah, you have a good defense.
defense that can hold you in the game. Maybe you
Yeah,
got to dictate the pace. You could get it done. You really could.
dude, you're telling me you just throw a couple of slants in there, a couple of drag routes, get me a couple of yards here and there.
Yeah,
Like that's
quick
all you
things.
need.
Yeah,
I don't need to be throwing bombs down the field.
no, but yeah. Regardless, it's been a
Maybe the
great.
Broncos should sign me. I'm throwing I'm throwing my name into the ring.
Good. Hopefully they haven't ended their search yet because we have a late entry here. Carl Mattioli wants to go up against the Patriots in Denver this Sunday.
This Sunday, never
learn the
played football in
playbook.
my life. Never put the pads on.
Yeah,
Ever.
fly out to Denver, Colorado, real quick. Learn a playbook.
That That might honestly help me out. I mean, I think the air there, like you could, like the ball travels a little bit further.
It
So
could
instead
help.
of me throwing the ball like 15
5.
yards, it would
Yeah.
maybe go 20.
Maybe could give you that extra 5 yards you need. Could be, but yeah, kind of kind of talking football. I know the playoffs have been so exciting too, but we wanted to kind of mention, I think obviously the Giants getting one of the coveted head coaches to kind of help their rebuild, if you
Yep.
will. Carl, what are your reactions and expectations for Harbaugh?
I'm like absolutely stoked. I think that this was the guy that as soon as he got fired from the Ravens, it was like a sure thing the Giants like were going after him, and that's what they did. I mean, the ownership and the front office of the Giants literally were like so bad they were harassing this poor man.
Yeah.
And it was really great to see him at the press conference too. It was like he was like, I wanted to be a Giant. It was just like I wanted like my needs to be met.
Mm-hmm.
So which was awesome. And then I thought it was really cool is I'm a huge fan of Jackson Dart. I think they really hit gold on this. And John Harbaugh was like, after I spoke to Jackson Dart, that was like the end all be all for me. He was like, that guy just loves talking football, and he's like, I love talking football too. Yeah. He's like, and he kind of just sold me on the idea of coming to like be the coach of the Giants. I was like, that's awesome to hear as a fan. Is like the quarterback that you really like that was like the bright spot of your shitty 25 season is the reason why you got a coach like that. And it's crazy because there's been a lot of shakeup in the NFL. I mean, I think they've been saying it all over like ESPN is that this is the most ever where there is the most vacant head coaching jobs and just like coaching jobs in general. Like if it's not a head coaching job, it's a offensive coordinator job for like a highly coveted playoff team. Like I think McDaniels last night just got signed to the Chargers as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
like,
which is big.
He was a good head coach for the Dolphins. Good for him. Take a year, get like a good like offensive coordinator position for the following year when another position opens up.
Absolutely, because they're always opening up, which I think is obviously the good move. And I think it's funny because you mentioned how many openings there were. Yeah. I think out of like this was before the Bills job became available for sure. Yeah. But when you looked at the original openings, I think the Giants and the Falcons were like the most appealing openings based on just how much talent there was to unlock
on each roster. Yeah,
because obviously Dart looks promising. He has his concussion problems already, but maybe he'll settle down. But you also have Scadaboo and Neighbors coming back. I mean, the
He's
defense.
His like hitting.
Exactly. And then you have a top 5 pick. You have a good defense on paper. Obviously, there's room for improvement as always. But, and then same thing with the Falcons, like their offense, especially Bijan, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. I mean, Penix is hurt now, so that's so-so. But those two rosters on paper, I mean, there's a lot of untapped potential. So I think as soon as Harbaugh became available, it was like, well, where do I want to go? New York seemed like the best place.
Yeah. Happy that Bills job was not there.
Oh, my God. Literally.
Everybody would have been wanting that job, dude.
Yeah,
I was so scared.
As funny as that sounds, the only good thing really about the Bills roster is Josh Allen and James Cook. I mean, besides that, it's like what we have some roster needs that the GM doesn't seem to want to take care of. But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so, I don't know, what are over the 5 years, what are your expectations? I mean, is it playoffs right off the bat? Are you looking
to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been saying this, like it's not my own thing. And I kind of agree with them. The Giants are very, very similarly built the same way the Patriots were built before the Patriots got Vrabel.
Sure.
And they went from a 4 and 16 team or whatever it was, 4-13 team to this year being the winners of pretty much their division. I think they were second place in their division, but
no, they won the division.
Number 2 seed. Yeah, they won their division, but they were the 2 seed. Sorry,
in the league. Yeah.
Yeah, they were second in the conference. Yeah, my fault. But like I don't think the Giants will win the conference. I mean, I think that their division is definitely going to be hard to get out of, but anything can happen. I think that division is wide open. Dallas are frauds.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels was hurt last year, so he's going to come back. The Eagles are kind of like slumping a little bit, so it's really kind of out there in the open to take. I would say over the 5 years, I'm not saying that they're going to go to the playoffs right away next year. I think it's possible. I mean, the Giants had a really, really hard schedule this year, and I think if they started Jackson Dart off the rip, they win a couple of those starting games that were a little bit easier to win.
Yeah.
He ended up playing like in the thick of it against all these like crazier teams, like these like playoff teams.
Yeah.
And he won 2 games out of them, you know?
True.
So, and then they could have won another 4 games that just came down to just like bad ball management and just like referees and just like stupid mistakes that they made on their end.
Yeah.
So, if you think about it, instead of the Giants being a 4-13 team, they could have easily been like an 8-8 team.
Yeah.
Or an 8-9 team.
Yeah.
Which isn't like terrible.
No.
You know? So I don't know. I have high hopes. I mean, I don't want to like say that they're going to win a Super Bowl within the next 5 years, but I mean, when you have a coach like that who's a winner and he's been to the Super Bowl before, it's hard not to have those expectations.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, he kind of knows what buttons to push. I mean, I already saw, like, you know, it seems like when veteran coaches like that come over, they always want to kind of take some of their guys. And I think I saw, you know, the fullback from the Ravens, Ricard's a free agent. I think it was Isaiah Likely, the tight end.
Isaiah Likely, they also said the center, too.
The center, which I really want the Jets to get, so I'll be very upset, but it would make sense for him to go to the Giants. Which is smart too. So you bring your guys over, you draft a good team, and you know, you never know what the team's going to look like opening day, but it's promising. It's more promising than the Jets for sure. So I'm excited for you guys.
I know. I mean, listen, man, it's good. I mean, like I felt like that last year when you guys had a little bit more promise than us, like in years past, where the Jets like had a little bit more promise than the Giants. Like when you guys were getting Justin Field, you guys had no idea like what was going to happen.
No,
so
we did not.
I do have one last thing though to talk about with the Giants is there's been rumors that like they might bring back Dable to be the offensive coordinator.
I've seen his name bouncing around a lot in the league, yeah.
And what is your opinion on firing a head coach but then keeping him on staff for the next year? I think logistically or just like out of pride of that guy, you can't do that. But I also feel like it wouldn't be like a downgrade. I mean, I guess it would be, but like
it is. So like, do I think for the Giants it would be a bad move? No, but for Dable, I don't think he would ever do it. Like, I don't think any coordinator would do that for the same team. Because like, I have seen other teams looking at Dable for head coaching or offensive coordinator positions, but because like I'm such a big proponent of some guys are just meant to be coordinators, and that's not even
100%. Yep.
That's not me even being mean. Like seeing Robert Saleh sign with the Titans, he's going to be a defensive coordinator again in 3-4 years. I mean, no knock on him. It's not. I have no ill will. It's not because he failed with the Jets. The Jets are the Jets. That's not his fault.
I think it's just such a hard thing for him, though. Is like the Titans needed somebody who's going to help develop Cam Ward, and you signed like the opposite.
Literally, that's what I said. He's a defensive-minded coach. Sure, you could draft a good quarterback coach or a good offensive coordinator, but it's like if your head coach is really focusing on the defense and building that, you know, staff, it's like offensive coordinator to them doesn't really make a difference. So it's like same with Mike McDaniel. You know, like he did have some good years with the Dolphins. Yeah. That guy is just an offensive genius. Dable, kind of an offensive genius. You kind of have to keep those guys as offense or defense because it's big. So I think Dable will get a job as an offensive coordinator somewhere, if not the head coach of the Bills, which I think is a rumor.
That's the first thing that I thought when McDermott got fired. I was like, oh, Brian Dable's going to go there because he helped draft Josh Allen.
True. And I think I saw, I don't know if it was confirmed, but I think there was a request for the Bills head coach for Dable to interview him.
Good.
So, the Dable one's interesting. It is.
Yeah. I mean,
really
the only thing that I would like is if he came back, because I think that him and Jackson Dart really did have like a true connection. I thought he was really bringing the best out of Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
Dable. So like, I mean, that would be the only thing is like I kind of hope he comes back to bring that out more.
Yeah.
But I am happy we have Harbaugh. But it's just like such a hard thing. Like you fire a guy to then bring him back the next year.
Yeah, because like I think it would. Yeah, because it is a tough look. Because it's like, well, then why'd you get rid of him? But you can't really demote him. But I think the Giants, it would be smart. You know, you kind of draft Dart. He liked Dart.
Yeah,
but
he was the reason why that they got him.
Yeah,
like,
so
Dable
I think
was
he would
like,
be.
I want this guy. Go out and get him.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, yeah, if it's not the Bills, I mean, I'm sure they would look at him. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
They should.
I don't know. I mean, the only thing I just hope doesn't happen is he goes to the Eagles. I would just be so pissed.
There has been talk about that. I saw the Eagles were looking at McDaniels before he went to the Chargers too.
Yeah. I mean, apparently that makes the most sense because Dable was an Alabama offensive coordinator.
He was.
And he coached Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown.
Not AJ Brown.
Maybe not AJ Brown.
But, not AJ Brown.
He
There's a few guys on Alabama.
A few guys on that team that he coached, and then he also coached Saquon when Saquon was with the Giants. So
true.
Like
it does make sense.
It makes sense. He knows a lot of those players. They would fit into his type of style of offense he would like to run. If he goes to the Phillies, I'll just be pissed.
Yeah. I don't know, but
interesting to see how it goes. Football is great, man. Football is great.
It really is, and kind of switching to another off-season talk we want to have for sports for another teams we enjoy is the Mets. The New York Mets have had quite a roller coaster of an off-season.
That is such a great way to put it, Tyler. Such a great way.
We've kind of touched on it now, and we'll touch on it, I'm sure, over the next coming months because, pitchers and catchers, World Baseball Classic, and opening day will be here before you know it. But we kind of want to give our lovely listeners an update. I mean, it went from losing Nimmo, Pete, and Diaz in about a week, and they're trying to replace those guys production-wise. And it seems like their idea right now is don't work on the pitching or outfielders. Just get every infielder you can in the book. Really just insane. I mean, they got Bo Bichette.
Yeah.
And then last
night,
I
didn't hate that signing.
No, Bo Bichette, great signing, good player. And then as
clutch.
Of last night, you got Luis Robert Jr., Robert, however you want to say it. You get rid of Luis Acuna and another prospect I've never heard of. So fine by me.
Fine by me.
So Robert is a project. Potentially, or not even a project. You're just hoping he bounces back. He had a tough season last year. Second half, he looked better. But the Mets have looked at this guy for months now, almost, since the middle of last season.
Yeah, they've been looking at him for almost a year now, I feel like. There was rumors last year that they wanted to trade for him before the offseason. Yeah. Before the season started.
Yeah.
So it is kind of crazy that they finally ended up, I guess they've been in talks since last year about this guy.
It would make sense, but it's just so funny because you sign Bichette and you look at the infield and you go, well, where's Bichette going to play? Maybe I kept saying, oh, maybe he'll play second, but I kept forgetting
about Simeon. Yeah.
So now I saw the defensive kind of outlook for the infield right now. It could be Bichette, Lindor, Simeon, Polanco. Yeah, and it's like you still had before Acuna, you still had Vientos, Beatty, Mauricio, Acuna as other infielders who were on the roster last year. Yeah. I know there's been rumors of Mendoza went and said Beatty was our start opening day third baseman.
Yeah, that was just crazy. And then you go out and sign Bichette.
Yeah, which I think was just a Steve Cohen move. Like, we lost out on Tucker, just go sign Bichette.
Yeah.
Like, we have money to throw around, just throw it around. And they got Bichette and said, we'll throw him anywhere. Because now I've seen rumors that maybe Beatty can serve that utility role. Maybe play outfield.
I don't hate that for him.
He's played the outfield fine.
Yeah.
It's like that McNeil role.
Honestly, I think he's he played a really solid third base last year, but his arm strength and just the way he reads balls kind of might fit a little bit better if he does transition a little bit more to left field.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because the outfield right now, I mean, you add Robert in center, Soto in right. That Carson Benji, however you want to say it, has a lot of potential. You hope he works out, but if he doesn't, I mean, Tyrone Taylor, and then, a lot to be desired in the outfield. So, It's been an interesting offseason. I still think the thing that would solidify it is obviously pitching, at least starting pitching.
Well, that's why when they signed Bichette, I was like, I don't hate it because now you fill in that spot, and now you have all these young guys that have proven some success, like not big success at the major league level.
Yeah.
But you have now 3 to 4 guys who have had some success at the major league level that has to hold some weight with like giving some other prospects to now potentially trying to get a big starting pitcher piece. I know a lot of people are talking about Freddie Peralta from the Brewers. They're always looking to trade. I mean, Skubal is the big one out there that everybody wants to get. So, I mean, if you were thinking about doing that, package some guys, trade for Skubal, and then you got to say you have to throw money at him to sign him long term. Like, that would make the most sense. Like, I'd be okay with losing 2 of our like younger guys who I personally like if you get an arm like.
Yeah, I agree because it's like most of those guys are bench players anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, Acuna I liked, but he was just a pinch runner for us. Vientos kind of doesn't have a spot because now he's almost like a backup first baseman.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really play first base. I mean, I liked him too, but he had a kind of down year last year. So it's like, why not get someone that's more proven than these guys who have shown flashes of something? So I think there's more moves in the work. I mean, I think right now everyone's holding their breath and waiting for Cody Bellinger. I think that will definitely help the Mets offseason.
Yes. I think if you end up getting Bichette and Bellinger, plus all the pieces that they have gotten relieving-wise, like Luke Weaver, they signed Devin Williams, like all ex-Yankees, which I think is hilarious.
Crazy.
But we touched upon this a little bit before, which I would like to touch upon. Like, if I were a Yankee fan, like, they're kind of shitting on us for, like, losing our people. But I look at them, like, other side of town, and I'm like, you guys haven't done much. Like, at least, like, the Mets were complaining about, like, not signing who we want.
Yeah.
But, like, the Yankees haven't been really making any drastic moves. At least, like, the Mets, like, to my credit, I still don't see the vision yet. I mean, I have to have faith in what Stern's idea is, I don't see the vision yet, what he wants to do, but at least they're trying. Like, at least they're making moves.
Yeah, true. The Yankees, even if they do get Bellinger, it's the same team, if not worse than last year.
Yeah. If they lose Bellinger, it's worse than last year.
It's worse. I mean, the only thing you're getting back is Cole. So that's just, I think their outlook is, our pitching is great. They do have a good rotation. You have Schlittler and Cole.
Yep.
But it's like, and, Rodon's there. You still got Hill. Like, it's a good rotation. But it's like you have Judge, and then who else if you don't have Bellinger?
Yeah.
It's a lot of question marks. So
you're hoping that like your farm really just kind of pulls through. I mean, they've been talking about what's it called, The Martian now for fucking how long? And
it seems like 10 years.
He didn't do much last year.
No, so you open a spot for him, but Grisham's still there. Like it's exactly like anyone making fun of the Mets moves they are trying. It is a good way to look at it. It's definitely not the worst offseason of any team in the league.
Yeah. Definitely not the worst. I mean, my biggest thing is I just wish they signed Pete. Like, I would have loved this Pete one. That was just a killer for me.
Well,
I'm going to die on that hill.
Same. Well, I feel the same way. Like, any move they make, I'm not excited. Bellinger will change that a little bit and some starters. But right now, I'm still not even impressed with the offseason because when I look over at first base and it's Vientos and Jorge Polanco, when you had Pete Alonso.
Well, they're saying it's going to be Vientos, Jorge Polanco, and Brett Beatty.
Sure.
Playing that position.
Again, those 3 together still don't even have Pete's production.
Yeah, production, no.
And none of them have played first. Like, I never loved the idea of training someone to play a new position.
Yeah.
Because then they're just going to be thinking about that and not thinking about hitting.
Yeah.
So it's just, again, a Bellinger and a couple more moves will change a little bit, but at the same time, you lost Pete. And you maybe shouldn't have traded Nimmo for, Simeon then?
Yeah, especially if you're getting all these middle infielders, like I just didn't see.
I think the Bichette move was just a pissed off move because they lost Tucker to the Dodgers, and they probably said, "We don't want him going to the Phillies. Here you go, Stearns. Spend $42 million a year."
But I can't lie though. Like he's a clutch bat. It helps our lineup.
It does.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's an upgrade. Like, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Brett Beatty. Like, you might be fucking trending upwards, but like Bo Bichette was just in the World Series and he was clutch as fuck.
Yeah.
So
he was, and he had a good year. Obviously another guy who's got to learn like a new position if he does indeed play third. But I think it's so crazy too because Stearns is like has this thing like all the moves we make are for the future, but then all
Yeah.
these contracts include opt outs. So
Yeah.
you're almost kind of contradicting yourself because that's not your future third baseman if he just opts out again next year and leaves.
Yeah, and what, Luis Roberts, like probably 42? Like he's from Cuba. So like those guys' birth certificates, you never know. Like he could be 42 years old looking like he's 29.
Yeah.
I don't know, how old is he actually?
I
think he's got to be in his
low 30s,
late 20s to early 30s.
Yeah, that's my guess. How old is Luis Robert Jr.? Not that Robert Downey. Looking ahead. Oh, he's 28. Wow.
He's 28. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So he's getting close to that.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be in his 30s. So, okay.
Yeah.
Some promise.
Oh, well. But, very exciting. Okay, very exciting, maybe not. But at least they're doing something. I see the vision now a little bit. They're one or two moves away from me and you being like, that was a fucking phenomenal offseason. Yeah. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
But we will see what happens with the Mets. I'm just getting okay with now wearing Mets gear again. So next podcast, I'll probably wear some Mets gear.
That's how I feel too.
I've been boycotting some Mets gear. I haven't been wearing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been like, sorry.
We don't even have enough time to get into it, but the Rangers and Knicks are another story. So New York, even any New York sports stuff right now, I don't even want to wear. So
no, literally, I don't know what's going on with the Knicks. They really piss me off.
Yeah. Just
Rangers, they win one game and then they just can't score at home. Like it's just like
the Rangers GM sent out another letter to say we're trading everyone. So I've seen 2 letters in my lifetime, 1 cup appearance. So real fun times for New York sports right now, and I just can't stand it. It's really pissing me off, but I can't get into it.
Hey, but we won the NBA Cup.
We did win the NBA Cup, and it's gone downhill since then. So I'm going to
literally downhill since we won that. It's like the curse. It's like a curse.
Same thing with the Rangers winning the Winter Classic. Downhill since then.
Yeah,
so,
downhill.
Let's move to something that's going to excite us a little more. Our last topic before our game is just Doomsday trailers. And just the movie itself. I know we just talked about this recently with the 4 trailers coming out, but with the movie being so big,
I don't think we talked about the Fantastic Four one though, or the Wakanda one.
Maybe we didn't. So
we didn't.
You're right. So we talked about the 3 of them. We haven't talked about the 4th one, even better. But regardless, this movie doesn't come out till December, and we're probably going to talk about it until then. So
every week till then,
get used to it, guys, because it's a movie of that magnitude. So yeah, we talked about the other 3 trailers. I don't think we did talk about X-Men and Fantastic Four. Good point.
Yeah.
So, just another simple teaser kind of story. Very interesting. I know, we did, because we were confused on how this interaction was going to go.
Yeah.
And I'm still confused.
But like, I don't know. It's just something about like how each one is shot. Like the X-Men one. All right, so I'm going to rank them. I think the best ones were X-Men teaser, Thor teaser. And it's like a big gap.
Yes.
I think the Fantastic Four one, and then the Captain America one.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
I mean, not saying I didn't like the Cap one. I was like happy to see that he's back. It just like it looked like a commercial to me. It looked like have you seen those memes where it looks like an insurance commercial?
Yeah,
or like,
insurance, allergy medicine, like all of them.
Yeah, it's so funny. But I mean, in the X-Men one, just pure heart coming out. It just looks like a sick shot. Like just looks so dope.
Yeah.
Cyclops being Cyclops, and I got to give props to Ian McDiarmid, the guy who plays Magneto. Like he's 87 years old, dude.
Ian who? Oh, McKellen.
Ian McKellen. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what I said, but Ian McKellen, he's 87 years old, bro.
Yeah, I know. Like good for him indeed. Like
wow. Wow, that is insane.
Like you think of him obviously when you think of Magneto, but it's just like so you had to get him back. But yeah, 87, good for him.
87, man. I mean, and they look old. Like him and Patrick Stewart, they look their age. But like I'm like super stoked to see that movie, to see those guys back.
Yeah,
and just the Fantastic Four one. I mean, it was just subtle.
Yeah,
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, It's raises a couple questions because you kind of see that shot with Ben Grimm, the thing
Yeah,
standing there, and we've seen it before in Marvel trailers. Is someone standing next to him?
I did see that.
They
I
do
did see
leave a
that.
lot of room. They
Yeah.
do leave a lot of room.
Which, if there is somebody standing there and you blur them out, I don't give a fuck.
Well, obviously, but
Yeah,
like, could Doom be standing next to him and
that's
he's
what I
acting like the
saw.
good guy? I've seen some theories that Doom's in every shot, but as the good guy almost at the time. Not the good guy, but he's like, no one really knows who he is, so they're trying
Yeah,
to team up and help him with maybe it's the incursions or whatever
yeah,
problem he has. It's possible.
it's possible.
And then
Anything is possible.
it really is. And then, I know you mentioned it too, the Russo brothers. I didn't realize they deleted what they
Yeah, they
said,
deleted it. Yeah.
but what was it exactly that they said? You might have a better remembrance. So it's basically
So
like, yeah,
they posted after the like when they posted the Fantastic Four trailer to their page,
yeah,
they said all of these aren't trailers, they're not teasers. They are stories.
mm-hmm,
They are clues.
mm-hmm,
Pay attention
yeah,
and watch closely. And then so like basically everybody's going crazy because everybody's like, what could that mean? Like
yeah,
so the coolest thing that I saw, which I don't think is true, is that like the date flashes when they have like the countdown.
mm-hmm.
It like flashes to a time. So a lot of people thought it was a timestamp to like Avengers Endgame or like other movies. So people are going back and finding the timestamps per each like trailer that dropped.
Wow, okay.
And like some of them make sense, like where it ends up in Endgame, but then like other ones don't. Like the Thor one, for example, it stops at the scene when they're getting Mjolnir in the time heist and the Reality Stone, and like Rocket's like, "Why are you crying, Thor?"
Yeah.
And like they're like, "Oh, is that a subtle hint to like Deadpool being like, why is Thor crying?" But
Interesting. Wow.
I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
like a weird one to me. Like I think
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
weird. And then another one was like another scene that Rocket's in, and somebody's like, "This doesn't make sense because Rocket's not supposed to be in the movie, at least in Doomsday. Like from what like he wasn't in the chair watch." So like that was like the coolest theory that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm just like so excited to see because like a lot what people have been saying is like maybe these teasers we got aren't going to be in the actual movie. They're not clips from the movie.
It's kind of where I'm leaning towards. I don't
Yeah.
think any of these are really going to be in the actual movie at all. I think they
Yeah.
almost serve more as cutscenes.
Good. Yes. Yes.
Like I think they just serve more as cutscenes because I think the Russo brothers realized there's been a lot going on and said, we know this movie has to be 4 hours, even though it won't be. How can we set people up for this? And they're like, let's give 4 cutscenes and get people excited. And it did. I mean, they got 1 billion views across the 4, and they haven't even shown Doom.
Haven't even shown a full trailer. They've been 20 seconds long and they've got 1 billion views, bro.
Which is so exciting, and there's a lot
God.
of room. And all these other ones that came out already have all been leaked. I feel like this last one has not been leaked yet and is rumored to come out during the Super Bowl, which is just going to be insane if that's true because there's been no leaks.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No leaks. I think they purposely have been leaking them.
They could have been. Just so everyone doesn't think about this last one, maybe.
I think they've purposely been leaking them.
Maybe possible.
Purposely, I think, because Marvel does that. They purposely leak shit. So I think they've purposely been leaking stuff, which is fucking sick.
Yeah.
But if that's like what their marketing is, like good on them. But yeah, if I saw that same thing as that people are saying that it acts like as cutscenes because basically how Phase 4 was kind of just a mess because it was setting up Kang, and then like a hard stop, no longer Kang. So they have to find another way to kind of connect everything together.
Makes
so
sense.
I think it's like a great way to do it. It's just like throughout the year, just release little small like cutscenes.
Yeah.
To get people hyped.
Yep.
Everybody's gonna see them.
Oh, of course. And
yeah.
What I did forget about too is that they're re-releasing Endgame in theaters before Doomsday comes out, and with I believe new cutscenes.
They said that at the end of Endgame, there's going to be a new post-credit scene, which is sick.
Yeah, which I think is going to be awesome and kind of just
so
ties into
cool.
all of this, because not only is it going to be great to see Endgame in theaters again, but you're going to get people to go to set up for Doomsday, which will be like a month later, I think,
Which is
because it's
crazy.
November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be sick, dude. Literally, like, I feel like every week we could talk about something different about this. I mean, the coolest thing is that when we see, this is what I wanted to touch on. Like, the theory that I saw is that, like, they're going to try and, like, make it that, like, Doctor Doom, like Robert Downey Jr. becoming Doctor Doom, was always something that was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Which I think
I
is
saw this.
like
This one was interesting.
Thought.
Yeah.
I mean, the coolest one that I saw was that in the original Fantastic Four movie, the statue that they made for Victor Von Doom looks a lot like Robert Downey Jr. So if they somehow tie that into it, would be literally crazy. I think that would just be absolutely bonkers if they're able to tie that into the like one of the first original like Marvel movies. And then also, I think the craziest theory that I saw recently that I believe to be true is that in Multiverse of Madness, they confirmed that when you have a dream, you're seeing it through the variant of your eyes, like seeing like the world through a different variant of yourself. So they're saying that when in the Ultron scene, when Scarlet Witch got in Iron Man's head.
Mm-hmm.
He saw the Avengers die, and that he was the one who killed the Avengers.
Yeah.
And he was just seeing through Dr. Doom's eyes. And if they're able to tie that all fucking together, like bravo. Like bravo. Bravo, man. I think probably could go down as like one of the craziest like plots in all of movie history if they're able to tie all that shit together.
He has the line where he's like, and I'm the guy who killed the Avengers.
Yep.
And if like he actually ends up being that guy, it's like,
dude, I got chills when you just said that.
I know. I can't wait for this movie. Like you said, we'll be talking about it every week with something new, because I'm sure there'll be new news. Hopefully no leaks, but just, new theories. Hopefully a trailer soon to talk about. I just can't wait.
Just keep me excited for it, man. Just keep me excited.
Yeah, countdown is on. Countdown is on.
The Doomsday clock is on.
All right, and yeah, with that, I say we get into our last segment here, our game. As Carl said at the beginning, we're going to do start, bench, cut, which is actually a tongue twist if you try to say fast. So me and Carl have 3 for each other. Carl, you want to kick it off here?
Yes, I have a really good one. It's funny because you kind of touched on this a little bit in the opening segment we had. And I'm giving you a start, bench, cut of 3 of your favorite artists.
Oh, God.
I'm going with Drake,
okay,
Travis, and Migos. Start, bench, cut.
Oof.
Yeah, I know.
Dude.
This one I knew was going to break you. I literally was writing this down, and I was like, this is going to break Tyler.
It's so tough because I've been listening to a lot of Drake recently, trying to manifest the album this month.
Okay, yeah, because if you don't get that right, you do have to go to jail. So
yes, exactly. The Travis Scott has some great albums I listen to a lot, and Migos is like your probably like favorite artist, I think. Yeah,
like when I think Migos, I think Tyler Garnett.
Yeah, especially because they have a lot of solo stuff too, so I can like still listen to all that. I think I have to start Migos for that reason. I know. I think I have to start Migos.
This next one is crazy, though. One is crazy.
I know, because then I think I'm going to bench Drake and I'm going to cut Travis Scott.
Wow.
Which is criminal to say, but you put me in a brutal spot.
Our friends are literally going to come at your throat.
If they hear this, I'm so sorry. It's just where I was put. There was a gun to my head, literally, so I had to do it. Wow.
That's amazing. Yeah,
so mine had to do with the theme of a trailer that might be coming out soon. We might soon be having the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer.
Yes.
Maybe today, or at least within the next month.
I hope.
So my start, bench, cut is Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland.
That's so hard. All right. But I think I have the answer here. I'm starting Tom. I'm benching Toby. And
tough.
I'm cutting Andrew.
That's tough.
Unfortunately, I just feel like we haven't gotten enough of Andrew for me to put him on top of everybody else. So
Sure.
it's just really a hard decision. Tom, we've had him in like 7 to 8 movies now.
Yeah,
So he's gonna be there for a long time.
that makes sense.
End of the day, he's gonna be the GOAT. In whatever facet of Spider-Man you want to talk about. And Toby is just nostalgic. He's there. And then, not saying Andrew wasn't great, but that's just how it has to go, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
Decision you have to make.
Sorry.
Gun to your head.
Sorry, not sorry. Gun to my head.
Yep.
My next one I have for you, Tyler, is on the kind of same nerdy frame, is post Endgame movies. I'm going Shang-Chi,
Okay.
Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four.
Ooh. That's tough. Tough.
Because arguably out of these three, I think Shang-Chi might be the best.
Best movie.
The best movie. But I think, though, like, I don't know, I have a lot of nostalgia when it comes to, like, Thunderbolts, because, Bucky's in there. You have other guys from the TV shows. And, yeah, it's a tough one.
It is really tough because I did enjoy all these movies. They've been some of the better projects post-Endgame.
Yeah. I was going to try and throw in like a Multiverse of Madness or like some ones
that
I know we don't like.
Yeah. But no, this is tough. Yeah, I think... Shoot. This is tough because I'm trying to think what to cut. Because I think I have to... Like, I almost want to start Shang-Chi, which could be shocking because it was like the best movie. So I think I'm going to start Shang-Chi, but I'm trying to think which one to cut. Because, like, Fantastic Four, it was cool to get a new Fantastic Four. Thunderbolts, the new group. I'm just trying to think which movie I enjoyed watching more. Like, no end credit scenes, just a movie.
Yeah.
I think it has to be Thunderbolts, shockingly enough.
Yeah.
I think I have to bench Thunderbolts and cut Fantastic Four, unfortunately.
I don't think that's a bad shakeout, honestly.
Yeah.
I think Thunderbolts was like it got like critically acclaimed. It wasn't like the crowd didn't really love it as much as everything else, but
I think it was just I enjoyed watching it more. Something Fantastic Four wasn't bad either, but at the same time, like, Galactus was cool. There was good elements, but
it's like how did you beat him by pushing him into a
exactly. So there was some things that were questionable, but my next start bench cut kind of stays on the nerdy theme. It's news we didn't even talk about, but there's been some changes at the helm of Star Wars recently, or at least coming up.
Oh yeah,
which is big.
Wow, we didn't talk about this at all. We'll talk about it when it officially happens.
When it officially happens, we'll talk about it. But there's some good changes coming.
Yes.
So it kind of made me think to start bench cut some newer projects, post trilogy, I guess, or just post the original trilogy.
Yep. So Disney X, Disney stuff.
Yeah, so mostly Disney stuff. So start bench cut. I have Andor, Rogue One, and The Mandalorian.
Wow.
I know.
It's really hard.
I know.
I'm biased. I'm really a huge fan of Mando. Andor, a lot of people say, is probably like the best thing, cinematically and I guess Hollywood-esque. It's like the best film Star Wars thing that has ever come out.
Yeah.
Like, people love that shit. That's really not that important to me, honestly. I just like the story. The moment that I got when Luke Skywalker came in, the biggest kept secret ever. At the end of season 2 of Mando, I'll never forget where the hell I was during that. I was sitting right in this basement at 3 a.m. waiting for that shit to come out during COVID. It was awesome. Yeah, so that for that reason alone, I'm starting Mando. Rogue One is probably my favorite movie that came out in the Disney era.
Yeah.
So I'm going Rogue One, and unfortunately, I do have to cut Andor, even though I did really like Andor.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, but just I think it was a list I would agree with as well for pretty much the same reasons.
Yeah. Wow, that was a hard one. Mm-hmm. But and then my last one I have for you, Tyler, is start bench cut. Mets edition. David Wright, Mike Piazza, and Carlos Beltran, who we forgot to touch on this, just got into the Hall of Fame. So congratulations to him, which is awesome.
So, congratulations. Hopefully, most likely could go in as a Met. So
yes, hopefully.
It's so tough because Piazza was a catcher,
Yeah.
and I indeed also played that position for a little bit,
Yeah, just a tad.
just a touch. But I didn't really get to watch him play. We were
Yeah.
younger, especially when he was kind of big. I don't really remember at all. Like it was like David Wright and Carlos Beltran teams that like really got me
going, man.
Got me into the Mets, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think I would have to start. I think I'd have to start David Wright.
Yep, that's the right pick.
And I think I'd still, even though I didn't see him, I think
the right shout.
I think I'd bench Piazza and then cut Beltran, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Even though he was such a great Met
Yeah.
and had some great seasons, then he bounced around in like my prime of watching baseball. Like I'm still in my prime, but like he bounced around towards the end, Giants, Cardinals, all these other teams. So like he wasn't only a Met in my eyes. I know Piazza had some other teams too, but Piazza and Wright are Mets I think of right away. So I think I have to go with those guys.
That's a good one. Good list.
Yeah, and then for my last list for you is just your ideal drinking night. So we have staying at home / a house party, either one, just staying at home and drinking with friends or a house party. Happy hour or
happy hour.
Going out to a club.
Tough. Crazy. All right, so I think I'm gonna go start house party.
Mm-hmm. Can't beat it.
Bench club.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cut happy hour just because like I don't go to enough happy hours. I'm not at that moment yet. I guess.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But I do love a good happy hour, man. Like, get out of work and you're just like, let's go grab a couple of beers. It is great.
I feel like
everything's cheaper too.
It is cheaper. I feel like your schedule doesn't allow it though, because most happy hours are like weekends at 4 to 6, and that's like when you're getting into work or already at work.
So it's tough. So like when I do go out, it is either a house party or clubs.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Good one though.
No, I think both of us had some pretty good lists.
Solid list.
Solid stuffs, but as always, guys, I think that's where we're going to wrap it up. But thank you guys for listening to the Two Man Podcast. We'll be back again in a few weeks with a new episode. Enjoy.
Probably talking about Doomsday and
the Mets.
So
yeah, stay tuned. Hope you tune into that one. See you guys.
Stay tuned. Peace.
Bye.